going on, guys? Kirk here from MotoGear TV. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. And as you guys can see from the title of the video, we're going to be installing a turbo inlet pipe from Turner Motorsport. Let's get started. Okay, so just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of what's included in the kit. You're going to have your all aluminum turbo inlet pipe replacement and also a silicone coupler. Also included, you have some gaskets and some additional hardware. Now, the main reason for replacing this is not really for necessarily performance upgrades, but more so for durability. As you guys will see when I take out the stock inlet pipe, you're going to notice that it's full plastic, very brittle, easy to breaking, and especially if we're going to be increasing performance, increasing the boost on the car is going to put additional pressure on your turbo inlet pipe. So having a full aluminum replacement is going to increase durability and also reduce the chances of something breaking. Now, as far as affordability, I think Turner listed this for about $200. It might be on sale right now, especially because it's closer to the holidays. It came super fast. They also provided some really good detailed instructions on how to install it. I think for those of you at home, if you're doing it on your own, it should take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Now, in us getting started, there are going to be a few things you're going to have to remove. First things first, you're going to have to take out your intake, whether it be stock or your aftermarket system, and also your engine cover. For those of you who might need a little bit more space, they do recommend for you to remove your coolant expansion tank. We're going to try and do it without doing that. But all in all, very easy setup. Not going to waste any more time. Let's get started. Alright, so now that we have the intake removed, can kind of show you guys the space is very limited. There are three main things that you're going to have to remove. There's going to be a harness connector, a T20 bolt that's going to be connected right here to your PCV, and also there's going to be another 10mm nut that's going to connect the base of the inlet to the turbo. For the harness connector, I can kind of show you guys, it's going to be this cable that you can see right here. It's going to be kind of hard to see the base, but you're going to have to remove that, after which there's going to be that T20 bolt that I spoke about earlier. We're going to unscrew that. When we get that taken out, then we can remove the PCV, and then the hardest part is going to be, again, that 10mm nut at the base. So we're pretty much 90% of the way there. The last step, we're going to have to remove the 10mm nut that's sitting at the base of the turbo inlet pipe. In order to do so, because of the limited space that we have, we're going to have to go underneath the car, remove the plastic underbody panel, locate the nut, unscrew it, and then we can take out the turbo inlet pipe. Alright, so making some decent progress on removing everything. Just got the 10mm nut unscrewed from the base of the turbo inlet. Everything pretty much is loose and ready to go. The only thing left that we have to do is to loosen the crankcase vent tube from the turbo inlet, which is located right there. Once I loosen that, should be able to just pull this out, and then I can get to show you guys a good comparison of what the stock inlet pipe looks like compared to the Turner Motorsport version. Alright, so again, as I mentioned, just wanted to show you guys a comparison between the two. So this is going to be your stock turbo inlet pipe, you can see right here, and this, just so you guys can kind of see a comparison of the Turner one with the aluminum design. This should have much better flow when comparing the two. Again, I don't see any issue why there should be any restrictions, and again, this is going to be way more durable in the long run when compared to this. And speaking of durability, I kind of noticed, especially after we took it out, that right here, it seems like this plastic piece that holds the bracket in place for the PCV pipe broke off. I'm honestly not exactly sure how this happened because I was super careful, but again, this goes to show you how brittle these plastic pieces can be. But again, we won't be needing this going forward because we have this new version. So moving forward in setting this up, there is going to be a bracket that we're going to have to put on right here, as well as 2 gaskets that are going to go over the base of the inlet pipe. Once that's secured, we can go ahead and reinsert this in and then tighten everything up. And would you look at that, it seems we have found our broken piece. That's a good thing that we found it, because we're actually going to have to reuse this grommet for the new bracket. It's going to be mounted on the turbo inlet. So just to kind of show you guys what it should look like, this is where it used to be, so pointing downwards. Again, just another example of why it's important to change out some of these plastic pieces, because clearly they don't hold up. Alright, and now with everything assembled, I think we're going to go ahead and pop this back in. Alright, and there you guys have it. Now the install is finally complete. I know there's not a lot to really look at with the turbo inlet being installed. Now super pleased with how the install turned out. It wasn't too difficult to get everything done. As I mentioned before, this isn't going to be a direct performance gain, but again, it's going to help us to maintain a strong power level as we go ahead and modify the car even further. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going to be going deeper into the modifications of the engine. So next up, you guys are definitely going to want to stick around as we're going to be installing the catless downpipe, finally getting the car tuned, and also showing you guys some numbers on the dyno. I know you guys will be super excited to see what the car produces once everything is said and done, but again, this is just me enjoying the process every step of the way. Now again, for those of you who are interested in getting this modification for your car, go ahead and be sure to check out the link down below. I'll leave it in the description so you guys can check out all of the Turner Motorsport products, and also be sure to check out our website MotoGear Garage if you guys need some products for your BMW. So I think I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Stay tuned for more geared up content, and until then, we're gone.